Hello, how are you? I'm Mrs. Sherry Munir. Today we'll continue the fraction and learn how to compose fraction into unit fractions. تعالوا نعرف ازاي هنكتب الفراكشن into unit fraction. يعني ايه اصلا unit fraction ده؟ الموضوع سهل جدا جدا جدا. تعالوا مع بعض. احنا عندنا مثلا ناخد شكل جديد. اوكي، بار شوكليت برضو بس ايه vertical. If I compose this bar into 3 parts, okay, 3 equal parts, and shade one of them, then this fraction represents as 1 over 3, 1/3, okay. طيب ليه؟ لأن the whole are 3 parts and one of them is 1. okay. طيب أنا لو عايزة أفك البار ده كله into unit fraction. يعني ايه unit fraction؟ unit دي كان جاية من كلمة ايه؟ yes, unit 1. unit is 1. then when I have the numerator is 1, then it's called unit fraction. unit fraction يعني one part of the whole. okay. طب the total bar here composed into, yes, 1, 2, 3. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. صح؟ أنا لو عملت كده 1 over 3 and 1 over 3 and 1 over 3, yes, equal the whole bar. right? طيب تعالوا نعمل لها ايه؟ convert into math. يبقى احنا اتفقنا ان ال unit fraction is 1. تمام؟ 1 over a any number. 1 over any number. اوكي. طيب يعني انا دلوقتي هنا اقدر اقول 3 over 3 3 over 3 equal, هعمل represent it in unit fractions. هعمل ايه بقى هنا؟ how many parts is 3. the denominator doesn't change. denominator doesn't change. denominator زي ما هو. ليه؟ لان انا عندي اللي هو part زي ما هو. صح؟ انا بتكلم على ايه؟ على one item اللي هو الشوكليت بار مثلا او البيتزا او اي حاجه. طيب 3 up numerator اقدر اعمل له ايه؟ compose into 1 plus 1 plus 1. ليه يا جماعه؟ مش هنا عندي this part is 1 over 3, yes, and this second part is 1 over 3, yes, and the third is 1 over 3. عرفنا بقى ليه الدينومينيتور مش بيتغير؟ لأن each part of them represents 1 over 3. then 3 over 3 equals 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. تمام كده؟ طيب تعالوا نشوف example تاني. okay, if I have a cake, تمام, and composed into 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is whole fraction, right? Okay. I'll take one part. What is the rest? 4 over 5, or 4/5. Let's represent it as unit fraction. تمام. 4 over 5 equals, يلا بينا. ها each part represent 1 over 5, right? Then we doesn't change the denominator. Okay, طيب how many denominators are right? 4, yes, because it's 4 unit fraction. 4 unit fraction يعني 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5. تعالوا نعدهم على الرسمة نفسها. يلا one part is 1 over 5 and the second 1 over 5 and third 1 over 5 and 1 over 5. Then 4 over 5 represents as 1 over 5 and plus 1 over 5 plus 1, يعني 4 parts. okay, 4 equal parts as unit fraction. تمام كده؟ فهمنا الunit fraction سهلة جدا. بشوف denominator how many، ماشي، وأحط fractions. يعني لو denominator 6 أحط 6 fractions، لو denominator 3 أحط 3 fractions and put one up. تمام؟ and this is called fraction equation. For example يجي يقول لي find the fraction equation for 2 over 3. هعمل ايه؟ أنا فاهم إن ال whole part contains 3 parts and I'll take 2 of them. okay, then we put 3 as a denominator and 3 as a denominator, then compose 2 into 1 plus 1. This is the fraction equation, and this is the unit fraction. تمام. For example لما يجي يقول لي how many unit fraction compose 3/4. طيب تعالوا نعملها مع بعض. 3/4 يعني ايه؟ 3 up and 4 down. 3 up and 4 down. okay, هنشوف الريكتانجل أحسن. 3/4 يبقى 3/4 how many؟ تعالوا نعملها مع بعض. يلا احنا شايفين ايه الرسمة. 3/4 equal 4. يبقى 3/4 زي ما بنقول هنعملها 3/4 يبقى نكتب 4 3 times. okay, and 1 plus 1 plus 1, right? Compose 3 as 3 ones. okay, how many unit fraction compose 4/5? 4/5 يبقى 4 up and 5 down. 4/5 زي ما بنقولها نكتب 4 over 5 equals هكتب ال 5 how many؟ yes 4 times. 5 plus 5 plus 5 and 5. تمام. وال 4 I'll decompose it as 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. ليه؟ لأن ال 4/5 represents 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1 over 5, and the 5th one is not with us. okay, تعالوا ناخد example بطريقة جديدة. represent the fraction 2 over 3 then complete. تمام. طيب 2 over 3 الأول represent in the shape. عندنا rectangle ده بيقول لي represent 2 over 3. هعمل ايه؟ yes, compose this shape into 3 parts 1 2 and 3, then shade 2 of them. shade 2 of them يبقى أنا عملت ايه؟ represent the fraction. خلصت. طيب number of parts، لما يقول لي number of parts how many parts? Yes, 3. The denominator. Whole parts? Yes. The unit fraction is each part of this represents as 1/3. Yes. يبقى unit fraction denominator is 3 and 1 up. Equation of the unit of the fraction by unit fraction. Equation of fraction. fraction اللي عندي اللي هو ايه 2/3. خلاص بقى بقت سهلة. equals هعمل how many fractions here? Yes, 2. 1 plus 2. Okay. Denominator doesn't change. And numerator composed into 2 ones. This is the equation. أتمنى إن الموضوع يبقى سهل وبسيط. هو سهل جدا. وأشوفكم الفيديو الجاي إن شاء الله. باي.